respect to the Intercity Fairs Cup and the Cup Winners' Cup that they've won in the past, but Arsenal's European history isn't particularly glamorous for a club of their stature, and they've got past this stage most recently in 2009 before losing to Man United. You know, obviously they need to secure their spot in the semi-finals and potentially even go on to a final and see where it leads. But in terms of a one-off result, given the context of Real Madrid having won 6 of the last 11 Champions League, given the fact they were playing against Rodrigo, Bellingham, Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe, given the fact they were going into it without Gabriel, probably their best, as Declan Rice said, best player this season, without a recognised centre forward, with Calafiori and Ben White coming back from injury, with Saka only just back from injury, to absolutely obliterate Real Madrid 3-0 with 2 efforts cleared off the line from Alaba and Bellingham, I thought was one of the most impressive performances I can remember in recent memory from an English side in the Champions League.
And maybe, you know, it was always just meant to be. You were going to get not just an unlikely goal scorer, but the way in which Declan Rice scored those goals with those clutch hits for those free kicks. I mean, Pete, astonishing and so unlikely given this isn't really what he does.
No, I mean, who knew he had this in his locker? Absolutely incredible.
Well, he did, but no one else. Yeah.
Good job he backed himself, didn't it? Because he did say about that first free kick, he lined it up and he was going to knock the ball into the box, but he saw the way the wall was set up and where Courtois was, and he said to Bukayo Saka, who was with him, I think I can do this. And Saka just said, go for it, and he did. And well,
so the free kick coach as well. You see him on the sideline, just hit it.
Yeah. But we can look at Rice's stats here. And in 339 games as a senior professional, well, he'd taken 9 free kicks in the Premier League, of course, never scored one. He scores 2 last night. It's absolutely incredible. I'm sure Real Madrid weren't planning for that when they were doing their game plans on their dossiers on Arsenal. But yeah, Declan Rice, he's an esteemed company now as well, isn't he? Because so 2 free kick goals in the same Champions League game. Only Neymar has done that. Hakim Ziyech has done that against Man United. Cristiano Ronaldo has done that. And the great Rivaldo has done that before.
Yeah, it's interesting to put some context around this because, to be brutally honest, in terms of the context of these games, none of them were knockout stage games.
Yeah.
Yes, that was against Manchester United, but admittedly, I think one of these was against FC Zurich, or you know, this one here was a group stage game for Barcelona against AC Milan. So the context of these free kicks is crucial, isn't it?
Well, because as Dougie says, you know, before that goal went in, that first goal went in, Real Madrid had chances. Mbappe had twice gone through, once missed the target, once shot straight at David Raya. This completely changed the momentum of the game, that first goal. And of course, a few minutes later, he's got the confidence to stick it in the top corner for another one. And then after that, Mourinho adds the third. And suddenly, Arsenal are out of sight going into the second leg at the Bernabeu, which is just beyond dreams of what the Arsenal supporters might have had.
It still doesn't answer the question, though, guys. What is